This is Dan from MusicXplorer. We're here at Stand Up, New Jersey with John Podgurski, who's done a mural of the Abbey Road album, and it's celebrating the 50th anniversary of the Beatles album. So John, what's all behind the mural?
As far as I can remember, I've always been, drawing and painting, and so at this point in my life, I was able to do this picture, this mural, as a commemoration of the Beatles, I think he said 50 years of Abbey Road. And I could show this photograph right here. This was a photograph from 2018 where my wife and I were walking across Abbey Road in London. And when I got home and I looked at the picture, the angle where the 1969 Beatles were that day when they filmed that iconic cover, it's the same exact angle where I gave the phone to someone standing on the curb and they took the picture, and my son was able to Photoshop the original picture of the Beatles standing there. It looks like we're right there.
It's really cool.
Yeah, it came out really good.
So when did you finish this?
I started it first week of September, and on and off for about 40 hours all total. I finished it on September 29th, I think. And I was doing the final touches on October 1st, which would have been the 50th anniversary of the United States release of Abbey Road.
50 years ago, the iconic Abbey Road album released. The famed cover photo of the Beatles may be often duplicated.
Any paintings or murals I've ever seen of the Abbey Road cover have not been that good.
So artist John Podgurski decided to take a crack at it himself.
So the mural itself, how is it proportioned as to what it is on the album?
All perspective is pretty true. The horizon line, all the curb lines converging into the apex where you've got the horizon line at the very top. And the figures themselves, Ringo Starr is 5'6" in real life, and if you took the tape measure out, he's 5'6" right there.
That's so cool.
Now, interestingly enough, when they took the original photograph, George became a distortion on the wide part of the lens as it spanned out. And if you measure him out, it's true to the photograph. Every line, angle, right, is all true. But he measures 6'1" in this mural portrait. But in real life, I think he was only 5'10". The picture is all water-based paint. It's all acrylic artist. These are artist colors here. This is like paint right out of the paint can from Exterior Paint. The green up here, this dark green, that was a can of paint that I opened, and I looked on the label, and the paint was like 9 years old. And I opened it up, and I stirred it, and I started slapping it on there, and it was perfect.
So you've also done other paintings.
Yes.
What else have you had?
I have a collector in Pittsburgh for a gentleman by the name of John Jagnow, and he orders a lot of portraits. He's a patron of the arts, and he loves my work. He cannot live without my work, and so he commissioned this painting of the surf guitar player Dick Dale, and this painting was shipped to Mr. Dale in California, where he signed it. Here's an instance where the actor John Cusack, this signed here, you can see his autograph. Took a lot of time in signing that. There's a beautiful portrait of John Cusack. He was in the movie High Fidelity, I believe. Music related.
One of his many movies.
Right. Yeah, he's a terrific actor. That's a private collection in the Jagnow Museum in Pittsburgh.
What other musicians or artists do you have that you plan on doing portraits of?
I was just at a birthday party for Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Eddie Brigati. For the birthday gift, I wrapped up a painting that I did of him, and I handed it to him, and I said, I couldn't find a card, but at least I did. Here's like my attempt at a birthday card. And he opened it up, and he was really impressed with the work that I did on that. Eddie will be 75 next year, and again, he's Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with the Rascals, which is a tremendous rock and roll group from the mid to late 60s.
And you've also done a painting with one of the actors from the Godfather movie.
Yes.
I think it was Sonny's brother-in-law.
Yes,
with the
Carlo.
So tell us about that.
Well, what happened with that painting was Gianni Russo is the actor, and he just recently put out a book called Hollywood Godfather. And he was at a book signing in Ridgewood at Bookends. I think it was the day before or 2 days before I did a painting of him, thinking that I would go and have him sign it. Then I got the idea of taking a garbage can lid, which in the scene in The Godfather, James Caan takes the garbage can lid and smashes Gianni Russo over the head with it.
Great
it's a
scene.
Fantastic scene, yeah. I brought the painting mounted on the garbage pail lid. It's a circular masonite that I cut out and glued into the lid. And I brought it to him, wrapped it, and he opened it at the show to sign. And he was thrilled to
cool.
pieces, you know. And he's holding it over my head. I thought he was going to smash me in the head with it. Now, on the other side of the wall, I'm planning perhaps a massive Johnny Cash mural, which would be the photograph of Johnny Cash holding the flag like this. He's got it draped behind him. And Johnny Cash is a well-beloved singer and poet, songwriter that we all know and love for many years and greatly missed. But his music stands the test of time. Ring of Fire. Ring of Fire, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Some other music-related paintings. That's a George Harrison. Some of these paintings are for sale. If you're interested, you can contact me at Podgurski-Artistry.com, or my telephone number is 862-266-0903.
So, John, thanks a lot. This mural's really great. I mean,
Thank you, Dan.
I can see it getting a lot more attention. Dan from MusicXplorer, thanks, John.
Appreciate it.